down watching this disgrace. Welcome in, everybody. I am Nick, in case you don't know who I am. We have Suns Out, Guns Out, Brendan in the house. Welcome in.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, shout out Silver Street Grill, eat, drink, and chill at the Silver Street Grill. Red Sox, Celtics, one side was a beautiful 20-point blowout. The other side was a 7-run massacre. The Boston Red Sox, defensively, offensively, inept. Not even close. The Angels aren't a good team. And you've lost 4 straight on your home field. You get blown out. You look terrible. 3 hits in the game, 3 errors in the game, no hits past the 3rd inning. Disgrace. That's where we're at. The bar is a lot lower, and they still manage to disappoint.
I don't like being right on predictions. I hate it, especially when it's for the worse. When the team is doing exactly what you expected them to do, because all we could go off of this offseason was you never replaced all these different players. Again, I feel like it's a nightly basis. I mention it. Justin Turner not replaced. You have pitchers in your starting rotation that have the biggest question mark on the face of the earth on what the hell they're going to do every night. Don't know what Cutter's going to give you. You don't know what Garrett Whitlock's going to give you. Tanner Houck. It's a crapshoot. It's an absolute crapshoot. You have zero consistency across your board. None. So going into these games, you're left with, okay, what's the lineup and everything going to look like? Brendan, it was so bad tonight that the lineup couldn't even come out until about 6:40 something because Alex Cora doesn't know what he's doing. You know, Cora can absolutely have some of this blame. But when you don't have the players to even fill out a lineup card, how much blame can you put on Alex Cora for that? You just can't.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about yesterday with they need both their catchers batting because no one can hit a pitch. Like, there's only so much blame you can put on Cora when really you're forced to put Pablo Reyes batting second in the 2-hole. That
Whoa.
I saw that. I knew we're in for something. Yeah, and Bobby Dalbec gets called up as the big move from Worcester. You know
that's our subject here tonight, folks, because we just thought it would be something that we'd all enjoy by seeing Bobby Dalbec's return to witness that going to Fenway Park tonight, just to see Bobby D return.
He just hit a home run. He just hit a home run.
Save your ticket stubs, folks. Just save them. God. Put them in a scrapbook, laminate them, sign them, date them, because Bobby D returned once again. It's sickening. It's sickening that this is your sorry excuse of a baseball team that you put out there. I don't know if you saw some of the tweets and everything that Carabas and Cotillo and Peralt and all those fanboys have tweeted about from tonight, but they said that Fenway Park was almost like a funeral. It was almost like a 10th inning, rain-soaked, nobody there.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't send a message through to that thick skull of John Henry and Sam Kennedy, I don't know what else you can do. I don't like boycotts. I don't like preaching that sort of thing. But we're going through things right now where we're kind of at this phase where unless you hurt them where their wallets are and where their pockets are, I don't know what else we can do as fans. Because this is pathetic that this is game 14 of the season, and you can't even beat the lonely Angels right now. I'll give credit at least to the Orioles. They're a good team. The Red Sox are not. They're just not. They may be, Brendan, one of the worst teams in baseball already to start right now. And that is super painful to say that, especially after you just came back home against a series against a team that doesn't even belong in Major League Baseball, the Oakland A's. Well, Red Sox, it looks like you guys don't even belong in Major League Baseball because this is atrocious.
This is my point exactly. You look like a AAA team right now. I'm sorry. You're leading the league in errors. You can't hit the side of a barn right now. You can't bat, you can't pitch, and you can't play defense. You can't do anything right. The whole philosophy was we're going to pitch a lot more off speed. We're going to have a lot more movement in our pitches. Well, guess what? Teams like Baltimore, Los Angeles, they figured out, oh, well, they're just going to throw off speed every single pitch. So you only have to really worry about a sinker or a sweeper moving across. That's all you don't have to worry about the velocity. That's not coming. And they know what you're going to throw before you throw it. And the Red Sox are basically playing with a hand tied behind their back. They look bad. Just with all of it. Their only advantage was the pitching, and now that's been figured out. It's confidence. It really is just pure incompetence from the top down. It's a joke. It's a AAA team.
I feel like, in a way, we talked about it a lot in the offseason, that it just didn't seem like we had everything that you needed for this season to come through, meaning that you looked on paper to be pretty bad. I think the worst thing that could have happened with this team is actually to start off going 7-3 on the West Coast, because it gave some fans, don't call them out. Don't do that. They look good. It didn't do any good. It didn't do any good because you got fooled and duped. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for this. You don't have the players. You're not prepared. You're not prepared to give battle here for 2024. And to get through this it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to do it.
Oh, it's going to be a long year. I'm expecting more just like this. It seemed like Trevor Story went down, and somehow
that was your season.
The team just could not just turn into a puddle.
But what is wrong with us, though, that we had this much faith? Maybe not myself. I don't want to say myself because I didn't. I want to say for some fans out there that had this much faith in Story coming back, being something that he hadn't been for 2 years. Why did people feel that way? Do you think they were trying to, in a way, lie to themselves and hope that this was going to happen? Because I can't put my finger on it right now, because just looking numbers wise, it just never made sense to me that you were putting this much faith into Trevor Story, pretty much replacing that Justin Turner type from last season. People are going to start getting mad at me because I can't keep saying Justin Turner, Justin Turner, Justin Turner.
It's a big loss.
Because the guy was your integrity last year.
Yeah.
He was your heart and soul of your team. That's irreplaceable.
They kicked him to the curb, and they haven't been the same. And as soon as one slice of adversity hit, they crumbled. I'll be honest, I thought Trevor Story would have been replaceable. The bat wasn't anything special. He was never a 3-hitter. The glove was good, but you can find a guy to be the glove, and you can find a bat to replace it. But all you really need is just a solid glove at shortstop. I'm telling you, Rafaela is the only move they have right now.
Right now, yeah, with what you have in your organization, yep.
Oh, it's a joke.
But he's not hitting and doing anything either.
He's not hitting.
He may be a bust as well. They may have just gave him an 8-year extension, and that was just money down the drain. We don't know yet.
He's not.
That'd be bad.
You need that glove at shortstop. They have no other move. David Hamilton, Romy Gonzalez. It's AAA. Bobby Dalbec. This is the Worcester team in Boston. And we look at it and we say, well, it kind of makes sense that you look this bad. It's all kids, and they melt into a puddle as soon as they get hit with just a tad of adversity. Losing Trevor Story is a pretty big loss, but it shouldn't end your season. And yeah, they have shrunk like they are mental midgets.
Tomorrow, the Red Sox will be 4:00. It'll be Cooper Criswell that will be starting. He is your TBA starter. He's in there for tomorrow. The sun may come out tomorrow, and maybe something happens. But until then, we can only report on what we just witnessed and everything here from tonight. So for now, status quo, probably the same tomorrow, but we'll be here. We'll talk about it.
We'll see what happens. Do
We
it
hope
again.
you all enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and don't drink all your sorrows away, folks. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Yeah.